Google. Let's go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark, and today is your Sampling Samples Subscriber's Choice, where you decide what this nose sniffs. Now, this is the higher echelon Subscriber's Choice, where you're gonna see a lot of high-end designer lines, you're gonna see niche brands, you're also going to see indie brands. These samples are from my little sample cabinet, which is not so little. There's thousands, and I'm not even kidding, thousands of these. I can do Subscriber's Choice until my son can start doing Subscriber's Choice, and he could do another 50, 60 years of it. That's how many samples I have. But this is fun. You get to choose what I sniff, so I have a little fun with it. And these are all samples that I bought recently or they've been there for a while. The winner of the last higher echelon line was from the brand of Byredo. It was Mojave Ghost. It had 14 votes to be the winner. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much to everybody that voted. I certainly appreciate it. Mojave Ghost is in the queue to be sniffed. And of course, you'll see a video on that in a short while. Now, as per usual, we have one new entry, which is at the end of the line, and then we got a whole bunch of returnees. 4 returnees, 1 new entry as per. If you're new to this, let's run down I forgot to say rules. The rules of the game. So it's pretty straightforward. You got 5 choices in front of me. They're all samples, of course. Your comment is a vote. So it's 1 vote / comment per YouTube handle. So if you own several handles to troll a whole bunch of people, you can have 7 votes on the Robezoid channel. That's how it works. So every comment has to make sense to me. Like you can't have, first of all, if I see the same name twice, I'm canceling you out. If your vote doesn't make sense, it's not clear, I'm not going to chase you for your vote. I'm just going to ignore it. So the easiest way to vote for this is just put the name of the brand and the fragrance itself and end it. If you don't know how to type in the name, it is going to be in the description below anyway, so you can just copy paste that if you wish to do so. It's easy peasy. Now the voting, where does it start? Well, you see this mug now, 48 hours from this video launch, I'm gonna shut her down. So you got 2 days to dilly-dally and kind of figure out your vote. I would just vote right away personally, but I give it 48 hours and then I close it up. If you went on vacation and you haven't been on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you'll have to catch the next one. So let's go take a look through the trough and see what they are. Again, you can see from, of course, the description which fragrances are, but I'm gonna kind of give you my preconceived notion of each one of these. So let's start it off with the one that's the oldest, the one that's been here since the start, from the brand of Christian Dior. It is from the upper echelon line. So you're like, oh, Mark, that's a designer brand. Yeah, but it's from their upper echelon line. It is called Dioriveria, a 2023 release. It is on its 11th week here in Subscriber's Choice. I know you're collecting dust, yes, but me and him, we've been on a journey. We've seen a lot of different faces here, but all jokes aside, the reason why I got this sample or purchased this sample is I'm actually intrigued by it. Obviously, you're not. But some of you are. It's not enough of you. And it is the first release, the true blue first release from Francis K for the brand of Dior. I mean, he did release other ones from the high-end line, like re-release them. Those don't count. This is like true blue, his thing. I'm intrigued what he did with it. As per some of the reviews or what I've seen online, this is a green release. I might be wrong. Could be perfect for spring. Moving on to another designer brand. This is from the brand of Yves Saint Laurent, YSL, and this is Lavallière. It's 6th week on here. With the name and the purple juice, I was kind of thinking, okay, this is going to be a lavender-based fragrance. How wrong was I? I'm looking at the note breakdown earlier on and I was like, oh, no, this is a rose-based fragrance as per other noses. Again, I could get a whole different thing, but I'm assuming it is going to be a rose-dominant fragrance. But it also has, and I was kind of thinking, why the purple hue? Well, it's got fig in it, it's got blackcurrant in it in the notes, so very interesting fruity notes. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Lavallière can do. Again, it's not the most exciting release from the higher echelon line. I also have a sample somewhere in there that is going to come into this subscriber's choice at one point called Vinyl. It's discontinued, but it's one that I've I'm excited about. But I have to temper my expectations. I got to keep it where it is. I got to go through certain ones that have been here for a while. Next, it is from a True Blue niche brand, Byredo again. Yes, Mojave Ghost is off the lineup, going to be reviewed. This one called Bibliothèque. It's its third week, I believe, on here. Bibliothèque, if you didn't know, it's the word library in French. So there's notes of plum, leather, and musk in here. So I don't know where they're going to go with this one. Leather-bound books, a little bit of musk, maybe a dustiness, maybe of, you know, like a library. I don't know, the plum, where does that come from? I don't know. But people that are interested in plum-based, maybe it's plum-based, we'll see. It is in the note breakdown, but Bibliothèque, a really interesting one. And the brand of Byredo and myself kind of had a reunion of sorts because it's been several years since I've actually reviewed one. So it'll be nice to get a couple through the channel. Next is from the brand of Kayali. This is a brand that's brand spanking new to me. I've never smelt any. I don't even know. All I know, and I'm sorry, but preconceived notion here, they are a huge part of the free bottle brigade. And I'm always like, my back is always up with the free bottle brigade. Again, it doesn't mean automatically it sucks because they give out free bottles. No, Amouage does it, and I give them their props. I don't care about the free bottle brigade. What I care about is the overhyping. The over-loving of fragrances, the exaggeration of, you know, panty dropper. It's the best thing I've smelled since sliced bread. Oh, come on, right? So this is Vanilla 28. I'm a huge vanilla guy. Right above my head, there is the best vanilla-based fragrance of all time. It's Spiritueuse du Blé from Guerlain. This is its second week on this channel, or on the subscriber's choice. I'm a big sucker for good vanilla, so I don't know the dark, it's not dark brown, it's like almost like a red, like a pink reddish hue, kind of mauve maybe. So I'm always looking forward to seeing what maybe this is going to be a good vanilla. And again, it's my stepping stone into the brand. So it's always interesting to see. It is technically probably the most hyped or the most loved from the brand. So I'm looking forward to that. And lastly, the Noob. The Noob is a new sample from Penhaligons. Now, Penhaligons, of course, is a brand that I haven't spoken much about. It is one of those brands that I don't talk much about. I own, I think, 3 bottles. The last video and the only video that I have on the brand is from the Tragedy of Lord George from the same lineup here. This is Changing Constance, by the way. And this one right here, and I'm long due for a Penhaligons fragrance review. Like, I think that's since 2017, the only video on a brand like that, like a storied brand. So I'm not doing my best fragrance reviewer job here. But Changing Constance, the reason why I got this one, and people would say, oh, well, Mark, that's more of a feminine than, you know, why don't you go in the more masculine ones? Well, I looked at the notes, caramel, it has tobacco and pimento, very interesting to me. Right away. Like, is the pimento going to be a big piece of it? Is it going to be super, you know, it's going to have a spice level in here or not? The tobacco, caramel, like I love my gourmands as well. So I'm looking forward to smelling Changing Constance. Again, in this lineup, and this is the kind of lineup that I really, really like in these subscribers' choice, because I can't, you know, sometimes I do these and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the one that's the most popular. It's going to win. Here, I don't know what you're going to vote. And you're my subscriber base. So like, if it was like somebody else's, I would probably think the Kayali would win, perhaps. But other than that, there's not a clear-cut winner. I think it's really close. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to vote here. So again, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for everybody that clicks on these videos, votes and really supports me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and see you on the next one.